It's completely false to say that SEO takes a long time to work. Marketers have been sold this myth that there's some sort of magical process that if they just hand over money every month, the SEO magician can convince Google to move them up the rankings, which is absolute bogus. It's true, there are hundreds of ranking factors, but two matter more than anything else, which are having a high quality focused site with content that readers love and having a portfolio of relevant backlinks pointing to it. Now, there's a lot of asterisks here, and we can unpack what high quality means, but it comes down to whether people who end up landing on a URL stay on that page, click through to other pages, come back to that site in the future, and so on. And you can also quibble about the value of proactively going after backlinks versus letting them accrue naturally. But at the end of the day, there is no question that it's not about the length of time you spend on your SEO campaign. It's about having a library of content that will actually help educate your users and a backlink portfolio that says, hey, other relevant websites are talking about this content, so it's worth reading. Again, it's not about how long you've done it, time on task. You don't have to pray to the SEO gods for a certain amount of time before they take notice. It doesn't work like that. So some rules of thumb. A lot of startups begin to see more results from SEO once they have at least 50 URLs that bring them any traffic at all, meaning that those URLs are ranking for at least something. Then we notice that once they go from 50 to 100 or 200 ranking URLs, their results in terms of leads and pipeline generated start to get a lot more meaningful. Every company obviously has a different ASP, a different conversion rate, but it does tend to be the case that the higher your deal size, the lower volume of leads you'll get while balancing out in terms of the overall pipeline generated being similar-ish across companies with a similar SEO investment. Definitely some exceptions to the high end with enterprise companies. But here's the kicker. Again, it's not about whether you've spent 3 months or 3 years doing SEO. There is no time on task, I've put in my dues type of tenured promotion track for getting your website ranked. It's about whether you have built up that high quality library of well-targeted content and whether your backlink portfolio speaks to that quality. You can hit your goals in 90 days if you have the publishing resources and the link building velocity. And from there, like any channel, you just need to assess how well your rankings and traffic are paying off in terms of pipeline and close one, and then set new goals further out, and so on and so forth as your company grows. But the underlying process is the same, whether you're generating fewer than 10 leads per month from SEO or 200 plus. And so the question of how long does it take to work may sound like a good one, but it's actually impossible to answer because work means something different for everyone. So again, I'll leave you with this one thing. If you're asking this question and SEO is not currently working for you, it's an easier answer, usually because this means your content library and your backlink profile are both too small. And so again, you can generally expect to start seeing more results at around 50 ranking URLs, meaning that URL has some sort of organic traffic and some sort of keyword rankings, and then a budget split between content production and link building. And this could be a financial budget or a time investment budget. But again, time from your team is money. So to calculate how long that's going to take in terms of calendar time, just assess where you are currently. Do you have 40 ranking URLs and you want to get to 50? Well, it's going to take 10 roughly, plus a similar link building investment. But if you're at 20 and you want to get to 100, your goal is to generate 50 pieces of new content this year that all rank for at least something and build a similar amount of backlinks to those. And it's simple division. So that would be, if I'm going to 50 to 200, that's 150 total pieces I need to create. If I do 10 per month, it's going to take me 15 months. Just divide the gap by how much you do per month. So again, the answer to this question, how long does SEO take, could be 45 days. It could be 2 years. It just depends on how committed you are to reaching your goal and how fast and how much stuff per month of a certain level of quality you can do to get there. So just do the division to answer that question for yourself.